Hello, Masla. Welcome. No, it's darker clouds over to the left. It is supposed to start raining tomorrow. It's been basically no rain for a couple of months, so it's really dry. Yes, welcome, Tristan. We are in Sweden tonight again. Can you please remember me if the stream is going to be a longer one? That I need to check the battery pack for power. Okay, so we have this. I was in Sweden yesterday. I drove 560 kilometers yesterday, and now I'm back in Sweden again. I actually found new crossings that I didn't know about yesterday, so that can also be a thing in the future. Ooh, wow, I'm rich. Ooh. You have 140 NOK. Wow. It's basically nothing. Can't even buy a soda can at a gas station. But that's nice anyway. Yeah, okay. Perhaps I turn off that. Turn off. After. Turn off, yes. Yes, sir. Thank you. And then we need to go here so I can see. So then I can see the stream there. Okay, nice little hike, yeah. Oh, that one went well, Tristan. Stavanger. Yeah. Are you going to Stavanger? That's nice, Tristan. But the trip yesterday was really stressful, a lot of that trip, because it was really hot yesterday, and I don't do really good with hot weather, and I had to go home. So I needed to be home at a certain point, and that was stressful. I missed it by an hour or so, but you have a couple crossings in Egersund, in the Egersund area. Okay. Yeah, and the one crossing that I didn't found until last year, I think, when I watched a video. I should have been more sure to check when I first was there, but 2020 was crazy, really crazy filming year, so it was a lot of different stuff I needed to do. Yeah, the second closest to Stavanger. I'm not sure what the name was on the crossing. That's just a little bit, 10 minutes or so from Helleland or something. 10-15 minutes, not more, I think. Not Moi, that's eastward, I think. It's just west of, or southwest, northwest of Helleland. I think, at least. And by the way, guys, how is the quality tonight? I think I finally can stream 1080 now. So I think the quality should be a little bit better than usual. We just had a freight train just 5 minutes before I started the stream, of course, when I got here. Yeah, that's great. I'm not sure where the nearest cell tower are but last time I checked, I have 2 bars on 4G at least, so it should be okay-ish. But I'm not sure if we are going to stay here for the whole stream or if we should go another place. But of course, I'm not really a fan of this deers and other animals now at night. So, and I had trouble with the stream just cutting out. Last time it was hell, to say the least. It cut out without notifying me about it. So I was thinking that the stream was streaming and all of that, but when I got home and watched the stream, what? It's big parts that isn't there. So I'm not too pleased about this YouTube. Yeah, I don't have many nice words to use there. Thank you. But I thought that we just hang out here for a little while and try to eat a little bit for once. And and here I don't know about the trains, except I think there's going to be a local train or two to this nice, really nice train stop. This is more like what I think train stops should look like, and it's actually not too far to another station either, so it's actually a quite good service, I think, at this line. But yeah, I found out I have a map for some of the trains, I think. Someone was telling me about that last stream. We have yeah, we have another train from the left here. I think they are going to meet the train we just had here now. So, but on this line, it's really much. It's really many freight trains and other trains. I think that doesn't get that I don't get on the map. So it can be trains all night, or it can be no trains. That's basically. I have no clue. But I think it's going to be a passenger train in just a few minutes, at least. And then we have that train also. Yeah, so I think it's going to be trains basically on average at least one every 30 minutes or so for the next couple of hours. Maybe even more sometimes. So that's also why I thought this place might be a good place to have a stream. Because I was really surprised about how many trains it actually was here. Just I was here 2 weeks ago, or is it 3 weeks already? It was the day I filmed at Fryksdalsbanen. And I have also been 1.5 hours sick now. Again, so perhaps it's actually 3 weeks since I've been here already. Yeah, but at least I've been sick for the 5th time since November. Oh. Yeah, I have the map called 1549. No, 1409. .se. I think it was Noah or some of the other guys that told me about it last time I streamed. Checking. Is it working? Testing. Hello? Checking. Testing. Hello? Checking. Okay, thank you for telling me. I'm not sure, as I said, how the connection is here. It seems decent enough, but you don't know. Perhaps the train is coming. It should be right around the bend corner here. I hear the train is coming. It's rolling around the bend. Yeah, that's probably not worth continuing. I just need to put on the heat here. It's starting to get a little bit chill. Yeah, Sweden is not Norway when it comes to that, as we know. It's just a couple of places I know about in Norway where it can be tricky, but for the most part it's surprisingly good. But not here. No coverage for you. In a way, I probably, when I try to trying to stream here in Sweden, I probably should have combined every seller service that is in Sweden or something. Yeah. Yeah, me too. That's basically why I stick with this. I already use this way too much. On internet service and phone. It's way more than it should be. And I basically still don't get anyone to help me with that yet, so I'm trying to figure out how I can do it cheaper, but I don't think it's possible. So internet is too expensive. I could have, because now I have free or included data, unlimited, they say, but if you actually read the description on another page, not even the page where you can see it, then it reduces it to 3 megabytes per second or something after you used 100 gigabytes or something. And for just a phone, that would probably be okay-ish, but since I also work a lot with videos and uploads and downloads videos when I do that, it would probably take way too long, that it wouldn't even be funny to think about. And so that's some of the problem. So a bit tricky to actually find a good solution. I think in a month I can use at least 200, 300, 400 gigabytes, all combined with watching YouTube and everything. So but I'm thinking about it, and if someone has a better option, please tell, because it's a lot of money to use on cellular, mobile phone and internet and stuff like that. Yeah, that's also right, Tristan. We should really get we need me to go there and film. That's right. I should have done it for years ago, but you know, Song 2 roaming, what's that? 5 gigabyte, that's not much in my case. I tried to have that just on the phone here for a few months ago, but it was not possible. Suddenly it used way more than it used to use, so that was weird, but yeah, Tristan, yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's the wrong side of the fjord, in a way. And sadly, I also is really disappointed about how the Westfold line is. I don't like the way they have ruined the Westfold line in a way. Of course, yeah, if you live in a city and just want to take the train fast-ish to get out of Westfold, yeah, of course, but it was so many nice places that I just have erased from the map, basically. Or the face of the earth. It should be way more small stations and train stops too. More like here. In a way, I actually considering moving here, actually, when I found out it's actually possible to live close to a rail line in a nice area, a lot of nature around, quiet place, and still just walk to the train. And here I think we have the local train that I talked about. Or, yeah, I think this is the local train. Yeah, it's sad how difficult they make it actually use the trains, you know. But here it's actually, at least for the moment, it seems actually quite good-ish. And a nice thing about this area also I discovered is that it's a lot of train lines around here, so if there's a couple of hours until the next train, you might have another or two trains on another line. So it was actually a really nice place, surprisingly nice place, watching trains and filming trains. Because you have 1, 2, 3, 5, I think, lines in just a few kilometers. It's actually quite crazy. I think it's one of the Swedish most important train hubs in a way. Not, I don't think it's the biggest, but I think it's a really big junction. I think you have Fryksdalsbanen, Värmlandsbanen that we are at now, and we have Vänernbanen, and we have two more that I don't know too much about. The one, I think the one of those are just used for freight traffic now, but we also have the main line to Kristinehamn or something, or I'm not sure about the lines, but you have a lot of trains in just a few minutes driving. And by the way, this little train stop here is called Lene. Lene. So and it's just outside, I'm not sure how they say it in Sweden, but Kiel or Kiel, K-I-L. Just west of that place, that town. The next station to the right here, I think it's Fagerås. And we have Högboda, I think, to the left somewhere, and Arvika further. So this is a really important line for freight and stuff, and passenger service Oslo, Stockholm, I think, is going here, and this is basically the Kongsvinger line in the Norwegian, on the Norwegian side. So yeah, he was at Langli, that's right. That's nice, mostly. That's funny. And by the way, I'm not liking telling about that and stuff like that, but could we get a few more likes on the stream if possible? I don't like to question that, but but if we could make this a few thumbs up and help the stream a little bit more and the channel, it would be really nice. Thank you so much for the like, someone. And we have Ola Sola in the house. Welcome. What did you mean, Ola Sola? Okay. Yes, we have had two trains, I think. We had a Hectorail towards Kongsvinger, I think, and we had a local train, and then it was a freight train from Norway when I got here, just before the stream. And I think in the beginning of the stream you also had a horse. Yes, it's probably Värmlandsbanan, yeah. With an A with 2 dots over. I figured out actually if you push and hold A, then you can get this the right one. And I'm of course logged into the wrong account, I see. But yes, at least it's Värmlandsbanan for tonight. But as I said, we also have Fryksdalsbanan, Vänernbanan, and something else. Norrbergslagens? No, I don't think so. So as I said just before you got here, Ola, this is actually a really nice place I discovered to see trains, because you have so many lines. So if it's a couple of hours on one line, you might get lucky and have even 2 or 3 trains on another line in between. So surprisingly nice place. But then I think I'm going to try to eat a little bit. If it's too annoying, just tell me and I mute the sound. But now at least you guys can talk a little bit together. We have is that on this side or the other side? Of course, it's the other side. But a little fun fact, actually. It's not even funny in a way, but I discovered for a little while now that it's actually surprisingly impossible to talk Norwegians to most Swedish people. They just don't seem to understand even basic stuff. They're just watching you. Who the heck are you? What are you telling me? Are you talking to me? It's the last local train, I think, for the evening. Or at least local. And it's actually someone getting off. And it's actually really nice tempo on the bells here. Instead of just hammering loose everything like the most bells in Sweden do, so it's actually letting the bell ring out completely almost before a new stroke. Mm-hmm. Okay, did I... No, it seems yes, this is Lena. Lena or Lena. I think it's Lene. But yeah, it's actually quite surprising because I'm so used to hearing Swedish talking and music, and I grown up with Pippi Langstrømpe, Pippi, Lotta, Victualia, et eller annet E5s dotter. So much Pippi and Emil, Karlsson på taket, and Swedish TV and movies, music. So I actually never thought about that Swedish is that different from Norwegian, actually. But the last few years, when I've been traveling in the area, and even just a couple of weeks ago, or even today, actually today, this evening on the way here, I was trying to buy some food, or at least food-like substance, and she couldn't even understand 4 double cheeseburgers in Norwegian. So then you know that it's a bit tricky when I don't even know cheeseburger. Then you can think about how the heck am I going to tell them something really important. But it's actually quite funny because we have words that sound basically the same but means totally different things. So that's also a little bit tricky situation. So I think I need to really start talking svorsk, Swedish, Norwegian. If I'm going to be understood in Swedish, or actually talking English, and that's really disappointing. I thought Swedish people could a little bit about Norway. Yeah, it's Lena, yeah. Yeah, sadly, 4 cheeseburgers, yeah. But I'm not eating that yet. I just had a crazy appetite for burgers like lately. And I also try to figure out who's best. Is Burger King or McDonald's the best? And that's a dangerous experiment, at least to say out loud. But I'm also trying to figure out which the best is, because for a few years ago I tried burgers in Sweden. That was amazing. And when you order the same burger in Norway, it was the worst thing that you could ever imagine. And both was Burger King. It's not the same at all. It was just, it tasted like a dripping shoe or something. It was totally crazy that it even was the same restaurant chain. But now I'm eating a salad, yeah, it's salad here too, but it's a lot of pasta, of course, that's not the best, and some fake ham stuff, but it's 3 cherry tomatoes, so but I was going to have some mice. That's not the English word. It's corn, yeah. That's not the most healthy stuff either, but sadly, sometimes I'm not perfect. I'm a human. It's even better. That was some old L15 or something. Or at least some old, really old engines, it seems. Didn't think they were running still. What? Ketchup is extra price? No way. That's that should not be allowed. Yeah, McDonald's I think is quite similar from country to country. But Friday for 2 weeks ago, I tried a few different burgers from Burger King in Töcksfors for the first time in many years. Many years. I think it's at least 5 years or so. But that was actually some of the best burgers I ever tasted. Except perhaps those you make at home. You have some juicy burgers, burger patties, and that's actually so good that you just can eat the burger patties with or without basically anything, and it's actually really good. But I've heard that a lot of people are saying that Burger King in Norway is losing themselves. They are just getting worse and worse. So I'm quite curious if that actually is true. If it's actually that big difference now. I'm not saying that I'm going to eat burgers all the time from those places. Absolutely not. They have quite a disgusting food, in a way, sadly. But as an occasional treat when I'm on a trip or something, maybe. But and then I want to know what's the best alternative or least bad. So you met Mazda 244. That was nice. Oh, that's bad. Why do people need to be that stupid? Then they're just destroying everything for other people. That's not nice. What? Never heard about that stupid idiot. Ketchup is included. That's just how it is. No, I don't know if it has to be some Burger Kings in Slovakia. Oh, you just saw him there. Yeah, in Norway it's been okay, okay, Tristan. Yeah, I think McDonald's also expanded a lot for about 10-15 years ago in Norway, and Burger King also has expanded quite drastically the last few years also. Nej, vær på du. Ow, that's not smart at all. Come on. I'm not sure. Have I tried the subway longer anytime? I'm not sure. Yeah, I know it's some sort of baguette. I think it's called Big Bite in Norway, a lot of places. think perhaps they are busy tonight. And sadly, Railcar Girl hasn't been back either. But she's probably really busy. Okay, Masla. No, Tristan, I mean. I remember, when was it last year or is it 2 years ago? We talked to Railcar Girl, is it 1.5 years ago or so? I think it was at Björnstad. Is it 2 years ago? Was it in the summer or? Yeah, I think it was after I just had filmed on the Dovre line. Yeah, it was just after. It's not 2 years ago yet, but in a month or something, I think. I think that was June or July 2023 or something. Falsrud and Steinvik, no. What is the other station? Jernsetervangen. Steinvik, was that correct? Or? Oh, Strømme, of course. Yeah. I'm bad with names. Okay. But how do you know that, Masla? Oh, yeah. Okay. Nothing important. That would have been really nice, master. It would be nice if almost half of Europe, half of the popular guys in Europe would say hi in the stream once, or the entire world. Maybe someone from Japan, and someone from US, and Great Britain. It's actually quite somewhat weird that, or weird, but at least somewhat to wonder about. It's really nice that we have the small community we have here. It's really nice to not have too many people in the stream all the time, but it's somewhat weird that it's now so far between new people, actually. That's impossible, sadly, to say. Until I got here, I wasn't sure I was going to stream tonight, even though I drove all the way here. So it's I think it's, was it about 2 hours one way or something? And that was when it was bright outside. So it's probably with a little stop or something, at least 2.5 hours one way, I think, to go here. So but I wouldn't waste a stream tonight or the trip tonight to not stream, because I have almost streamed for 2 weeks ago, but I felt so bad, and then I got sick again with fever and dizziness just a couple of days later, so I'm just almost over it now, I think. But I hope that I'm going to be able to have a lot of streams and a lot of new videos this summer. But sadly I can't say anything for sure. But I at least have, as I think I said last time I streamed, or at least I have thought about it's. I think I at least have 200 crossings that I want to get to film this year. So because they are somewhat not too far away, so it's possible to film them on a day trip. And after that I need to have some place to stay, and then it's way more expensive than I can afford at the moment. I actually can't afford this either, so but that's another discussion. Ska vi se. Yeah, we have a lot of crossings to film in Vestfold, Telemark. Yeah, I hope, Tristan, I just can't say for sure anything, you know. It's a lot of these trips are just made up there and then. Today I actually slept quite good, and today I'm a bit restless and want to go somewhere and do something, but or film here and film there. But when are the holidays starting for you? Then it might be easier to just take a day here and there in the week 2. Because now, if we are going to do stuff, it has to be in weekends, and then yeah, Larvik. don't think Larvik is going to be wiped out quite yet. In a few years, perhaps. Yeah, the only thing is that I, of course, don't know exactly when. The only thing I know is that I have a lot of crossings that I should have been filming, and I'm not sure how to be able to do stuff like that all the time, you know. But I hope now, we should pray that I actually can be healthy-ish the rest of the summer. It would be really nice, so I don't have a lot of weeks just gone to pieces because of that, at least. Starten av juli. Ja. Juli. But I could really I think that it could be nice to go back to Kjos, or sad at least, but and take a look at the old line there now after many years. But then I also should have been going to Trondheim area, and in a way I also should have actually gone all the way to Narvik, but I have so many thousands of crossings that I should have filmed, so I'm not sure how many that's left in Norway. It's probably a lot. And someone is having too late. Yeah, Strømme, that's also a crossing. Hello, welcome. You're welcome. Okay, Martha. Yeah, no, you know the feeling that it's a lot of work. Unnskyld meg, men jeg bare spiser litt, ja. Så, eller prøver i hvert fall. Oh, okay. Then they at least are saved dish. Could one of you guys check the map and see if there's any train soon? Or at least a passenger train. Freight trains are probably starting to run quite frequently for the next couple of hours. Well, just now it's it's a pasta salad with some little bit of salad somewhere, and some cheese and some fake ham, and I put on mice or corn, and some toast dressing, of course, and I also have a container of sour cream, full fat, rømme, and then I also have some other things that I might take later or tomorrow. I'm not sure yet, but I know it's not the most healthy thing today, but but for once at least I eat during a stream or a trip. I haven't been doing that for a good while, I think. It's basically my one meal a day, so Yeah, no, I have not started on the burgers yet. Maybe I will take one. But the problem is that if I start eating the burgers, then it's probably going to be hard to stop. But I'm not that hungry actually, so maybe I can just take one or two. But how are you tonight, Ryan? Are you doing something nice today? Yes, and also I'm also drinking Farris Breeze just now. Also a little bit sparkling water. Yeah, that's always funny when you think it's going to be okay. It's we can't throw it away, and that's the right attitude if it's good to eat, but but if you get sick of it, it's not great. I'm actually a little bit worried about that myself because this salad box was, I think it was last to be used yesterday or something. But it tasted okay, not too much different than that it the cheese was starting to get a little bit dry. Okay. Flytoget. Yeah, it tasted okay. So, and the plastic wasn't bubbling or pressured or anything. So. I'm sorry. Ja da. I'm sorry. But the sad stuff about the eating is that I might soon need to go to some place. But luckily there's I know about a place not too far away, but not close enough, but yeah, there's a school there, yeah, that's right. Could one of you guys check 1409.se and see if there's any? Isn't there not a place that people live or something? Isn't there 1409.se? uh, 1409.se. Yes. No, I got sleepy. You know where I am, so you can see on the map, Masla. No, I don't think so. I don't think you need to be. Just close the stupid commercials and all that, I think. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, you know which line, right? I'm going to bet that when I leave, it's going to be a lot of freight trains or something. Because I think Did you find the line? How are you so tired? I remember when we was close to Åmotfors last stream, then it was a lot of trains throughout the night. But sadly, I think that I might need to use a restroom in the not too distant future. So if there's no train really close, perhaps. Yeah, and still I have two and a half hours at least driving, or say perhaps almost 3 hours of driving if I go the fastest way home. So but I'm not that tired actually, because I woke up just before I left, and I slept a lot yesterday since I was really tired after the trip yesterday. Yeah, where is it now? Yeah, I was thinking about that because that should actually be here really soon, I think. In Charlottenberg? Is it in Charlottenberg? Oh, was that last? Yeah, perhaps. That might have been the passenger train for a little while ago. No more in Kiel area. Yeah. I'm quite sure it's going to be a lot of freight trains from now on, but I don't know when. So you can wait a little while. Yeah. Perhaps since we no, that's not acceptable. You are going to stay there. Maybe I should try this since we have talked about it tonight. Let's see how it is. Well, it's not the bigger one, but it's not salad except. It seems to make a nice map. Yeah, me too. It's for the most part I also use that. Yeah, I have also discovered that, but it doesn't update if it's delayed. It's actually nowadays that's quite weird actually that I haven't figured that out. Yeah, that's really nice that I have that feature. Okay, Tristan, thank you so much for being here. That's correctly Maslow. Are you sure about that, William? But thank you. I'm not sure what to say about that, but thank you so much. It's not much happening now, but it's just me sitting here and eating the world's most healthy meal and talking weird stuff. But at least thank you so much for for enjoying. How is the stream now? Is it good quality? Yeah, I'm not sure what map you're thinking about, but yeah, I don't like that everything needs to happen all the time. Ooh, I'm making things up just to have something to. No, I can't stand that fake stuff. So, or the tempo or anything. I don't know if you can see it actually, but take a look at the sky here to the left there. It's almost like waves on the ocean. It's like waves on the ocean or sails in the. Yeah, I like to focus on the quality of stuff. That's I always been more like that. So I really appreciate that you're noticing and enjoying at least. that means a lot because I haven't been treated like that was important enough to have that view on life. So I've been quite bullied about it, I think. So thank you so much for noticing and enjoying. Yeah, you can see the sky there and the wave formation. Yeah, maps should be good and useful. If it's not, don't make it. So, like this. Yeah, I think I'm just going to eat this burger and then end the stream soon. So, but so if you have any questions or anything you want me to talk about before we leave. Oh, that's a really nice function. Actually, I don't. Since this is a since this is a small contest between burgers, today I actually don't think this cheeseburger from Burger King is that great, actually. Maybe because I just ate before, but I thought it was better 2 weeks ago. But Whopper was really good last time. Whopper something XL. With salads and stuff like that. Oppdal, do you think the Shell station? No, Oppdal. We're in Oppdal. Yeah, but I just thought, is there actually Is there a shell in Oppdal? Or I thought about bergkokk. Yeah, but that's in Bergkokk, I think. Parking lot. On the back is a lot of Tesla chargers. In Sweden here they have something that's called Sibylla, I think. I haven't tried the burger from there yet, I think. But there's everywhere. There's in Åmål, and it's Mellerud has one, and all over the Swedish place, I think. But there I think they have mashed potatoes also. And some hot dogs with mashed potatoes. Eller potetstappe, as we say in Norway. Eller mousse, as they say in Sweden. Not mousse, but mousse like in squeezed. Not mousse, but mousse. So even though I'm not supposed to have too much about that much about this, that's not that about words. Not too much of that. Then I actually want to try it and see how the quality is. Probably bad, but when I was little, mashed potatoes was absolutely one of my favorites. Oh, we have enough power. You were supposed to remember me to check power. Pretzel. Preso. Yeah. Where should I go after this and after the toilet? It's probably going to be so stupidly many animals tonight. Wow. 120 kroner. 120. But something they are really good at in Sweden is actually pizza. And then they have some more like Italian style pizza everywhere. And those are actually quite cheap-ish and really good. Not huge pizzas, but really nice meal actually. Probably not the healthiest, but way healthier than American style pizza. And I also really like the pizza salad. The salad they have, it's almost like picked pickles, or it's somewhat like that. Almost like surkål as we have in Norway. Sauerkraut-ish. Some fermented kale or something. And it's really good. Combined with pizza, it's wow. I can't understand why we haven't done that in Norway. It's a really nice combination. A small or big, thin, crunchy, nice, soft homemade pizza with some pizza salad, as they call it. Oh, wow. Yeah, a Big Mac isn't really big. But how many is in the house now? Say hi if you are in the chat. Oh, yeah. But we don't need more fast food stuff, actually. Yeah, I would rather have a lot of smaller, family-driven stuff with local, good, nutritious, healthy, cooked from the ground, than this fast food chain that just trying to make most money with as little as possible. No, it should be way higher quality. I gladly pay a little bit extra for good quality food than just garbage. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it now, but almost in the sky there, it's a hole in the lower cloud there, and it's also a hole almost on the top. Yeah, that's the bad stuff about McDonald's and Burger King and everything else fast food-ish. Of course, I should never support them by buying there, but for a few years I actually didn't. But last year, sadly, I was together with someone that insisted to go to Burger King. And I had actually forgot. I was actually basically totally off junk at all. But suddenly I get a little bit addicted again, and that sucks. But if that's not too often and the quality otherwise are quite good, it's probably not the best, not the biggest problem, but I really need to be careful. So, but now at least it's mostly because of trying to figure out what's the best burger. It's a project for a little while. What's the cheapest? What do you thought about? Oh yeah, from yeah, but I actually don't considering fast food cheap food, because when you calculate other important things, it's probably not cheap in the long term at all. So, and if it's more meat or more quality ingredients on something that's a little bit more expensive, then it might actually be way more cost effective buying the more expensive one, because if it's a lot of meat, for example, you actually get full, and you don't want or need anything else perhaps for a whole day. But if it's just cheap junk, then you just are getting hungry again and want more and buy more, and then you get health issues, and when you got the insulin resistance going, and more expensive doctor's visits, and more expensive medication, perhaps, and yeah. So cheap, well, and then you are feeling sick all the time, and you don't have energy to do stuff. And so when you calculate all of that, I would go for high quality every day. Highest possible quality with least amount of junk or seed oils or a lot of carbs, so that just makes you more hungry. Quality, if I can choose. Yeah, but it's not all about the weight. It's the quality of the proteins, and also important stuff is that the animals should also have been treated fairly-ish. For they not ish either. They should have been treated decently, and they should have good quality food day too. And so, if possible, go for the most quality of the most quality of the most quality. But do you think it's going to be a train here the next 5 minutes or not? I think I can hear a train. Is that a train? Yes, that was a train. I was right. But that was basically perfect. Then we might say that that was the last train for the evening. Freight train speeding towards Norway. Or actually not speeding. It was quite not speeding actually. But who's in the chat here now? Is it just Basla or? What? I don't think it was 110. It was way too slow to be traveling at 110. But perhaps 90, 95, yeah, perhaps. It's always difficult to judge the speed on the train. No, I'm not sure what the speed limit here is actually, but and you also need to consider the the fisheye lens effect, but that it can have been 90-ish perhaps. That could perhaps. I have seen trains pass way faster here before than that train, I think. Yeah, I don't know. The only thing that I know is that I now need to go to find some toilet. So that was probably going to be the last train for the evening, and oh, okay. Yeah, that can be true, perhaps. A passenger train. Yes, but thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. Hope the view was okay with the tree and skies in the background and art clouds in the background with the waves we saw also. Yeah, you're still dealing with the lunch. Yeah, good luck, and thank you so much for watching, guys, and hope to see you next time, sometime, somewhere. Good night.